¿qué tal amigos de Cine en Línea? Los saluda su amigo Elios Barrasco. ¿Qué creen? El día de hoy nos venimos a un evento bien padre que lamentablemente la lluvia llegó a aguarnos un poco el asunto. Pero bueno, estamos aquí en la Alfombra Roja, vean nada más, qué padre, de Calabozos y Dragones, honor entre Ladrones, donde estuvo el director, el productor, donde también tuvimos a Sophia, tuvimos también a Hugh y obviamente tuvimos al protagonista Chris Payne, que todos se tomaron fotografías, dieron autógrafos. Lamentablemente fue rápido porque la lluvia, como se pueden dar cuenta, ahorita que estoy grabando este video, ya terminó la alfombra, pero la lluvia no nos ha dado tregua, o sea, sigue lloviendo, pero vean nada más qué padre está. Yo les voy a dejar con parte de la Alfombra Roja, pero también les quiero enseñar un poco cómo adornaron todo, porque la verdad, vean, el dragón está simplemente espectacular. Me voy a dar una vuelta para que vean todo esto y los voy a dejar también con parte de la Alfombra Roja y los comentarios. Y pues bueno, como siempre les digo, no se pierdan esto porque sé que les va a gustar.
De Calabozos y Dragones.
The biggest challenge was to find the right tone, because if it was too funny and too silly, it would become a spook, and if it was too dark, then it's just like things you've seen before. So we really were trying to find this unique tone.
Ahí viene eso. Un grito, por favor, para Sophia.
I love the scene in the cemetery where they're talking to corpses. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad.
What's your favorite scene?
What's my favorite scene?
Yeah.
Probably the dragon chase with the fat dragon. I really like that. It's really funny. And it's full of adventure.
And the most difficult?
The most difficult to do was probably the scene where we first meet Zank and he has the big fish. Yeah. Yeah.
How are you?
Muy bien, usted.
Muy bien, gracias.
How do you feel about the stay here in Mexico?
I'm so excited to be in Mexico. It's beautiful. What a town.
We're a little bit crazy, you need to know.
What's that?
We're crazy people. They are holding on, but they are not really.
I love Latin America. I grew up in
Hey!
this is like being home.
Tell me about a little bit about the story of this film.
This film is a movie about a family at the heart of it. It's like a big action movie with tons of explosions, excitement and adventure, but at its heart, it's a movie about a family and a movie about a group of characters coming together and learning about each other and learning to love each other. And I think it's a great ride.
And Jeremy, we were just saying that no matter if you're a big fan of the game or you're not, you're going to enjoy this film. How did you achieve that as a producer?
It all comes down to getting the tone right. And I think John and Jonathan's screenplay had an incredible sense of tone. It's funny, and it's welcoming, and it's inviting, but it's scary and exciting, and it's all about just that mixture right.
Tell me about the amazing cast in this film, please.
We have an incredible cast. I think Chris Pine is our lead, is so perfect for the part. He brings this incredible sense of charisma, which is what you want out of a bard. And Hugh Grant is in the film, who is always a little bit naughty and always a little bit of a troublemaker, and he causes great mischief for our cast. And Michelle Rodriguez is in the movie, which is fantastic. So tough, she put on 15 pounds of muscle. And Regé-Jean Page, who is, many say the most handsome man in the world. Who knows? I didn't say it, but that's what science says.
One of many.
And then Sophia Lillis, who's here with us tonight, is so incredible. She becomes so many different creatures. You're all going to get to meet the owlbear.
I love it. And, obviously pulling off a film like this, it's not easy. What did you find harder than you thought it was going to be?
Oh, man. It was so hard. Making a movie this big is a challenge. You know, you have so many people, so many different stunts, and so many different practical creatures. We built these dragonborn, we built all this stuff, and trying to pull all that off, the logistics of trying to put it all together is really challenging, but super, super fun.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Welcome to Mexico.
You nailed it, and I think they're gonna take your pictures if you wanna.
With the press, photos and videos, por favor, gente de prensa, aprovechen. Nosotros nos quitamos y vamos a salir.
No sé a dónde ir.
Un grito para el productor Jeremy, por favor.
Welcome. Jonathan, so good to have you here. This is the final step, I guess. What goes through your head when you know you're about to show a film to an audience?
Well, we've been working on this movie for almost 4 years, and it's all for this moment when we get to share it with you. And we're so excited. We hope you like it, and yeah, let us know.
How to fall in love of this gang of thieves? To fall in love of this gang.
You know, we were lucky enough to get a cast that it's hard to beat. They're just such a good group of people. They're so talented. They bring to life these characters that we wrote, and yeah, I think people are going to fall in love with them.
And Jonathan, you just told us at the press conference, you're a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons. How would you describe the experience of being a dungeon master in real life?
Well, as the director of the movie, partner John and I thought of ourselves as the dungeon masters of film. And it's a lot of responsibility. You have to motivate your actors, your crew. You have to keep all the pieces moving forward. It's a big operation with a movie like this, but at the end of the day, it's a group working together, just like a campaign in Dungeons and Dragons.
And you were pushing them to make choices.
We had to push them constantly. We had to beat them, very mean to them.
Jonathan, what is your first memory about D&D?
My first memory was when I was about 11 years old, and my older brother was the dungeon master, and he brought the game home, and I got to play it, and he killed me off within about half an hour.
That's how you really get to know people, by playing Dungeons and Dragons. And that's actually my next question. I know you asked the cast to play, so in order to prepare for this film, what did you discover about them while watching them play?
We discovered that Reggae Jean Page is a giant nerd. He loved the game, he had played before. Sophia Lillis had also played before. But really it gave us new insight into who these people were, how they would approach challenges. They played as their characters. We incorporated some of the things we learned into the movie.
This film is for all the audience or just for fans of game board?
It is for everybody. If you like adventure, if you like heart and laughter, it's all here in this movie. You don't have to know anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
Jonathan, we had this conversation earlier today. I laughed so hard in this film. I loved it. How could you define the limits in comedy when you're making an adventure film? Like, are there moments where you feel like you're going too far? Do you have to hold back? How does that work?
There are definitely moments where you start to think maybe the joke is going too far. But that's what's great about editing. You can get rid of the joke and feel like it's hurting mistakes and that kind of thing. But we want people to laugh. That's what you do when you play D&D.
But I feel like cutting something you shoot has to be hard.
That cutting things is hard. It's the hardest thing about directing and writing, when you love something you've created but you have to take it out of the movie.
Sounds like difficult.
What is the funnest part of your work, like director?
The funnest part? This right here. Yeah, being with all of
Enjoying.
you. This is the best.
I think like I said, I think they're holding back. Amigos de México, es momento de darle un fuerte aplauso a Jonathan Goldstein, uno de los directores de Calabozos y Dragones, honor Entre, Ladrones. Thank you so much for stopping by. They're gonna take your picture, Jonathan. I think right there is.
Y nosotros nos veremos por acá por un lado. ¿Cómo van? ¿Listos para conocer a los protagonistas? Welcome to Mexico.
Hello, how are you?
I'm ready. Gracias por ese bienvenido extraordinario. Gracias.
Have you noticed that Mexico always welcomes you like this. Like, we love you.
Yeah, the last time I was here was Wonder Woman, I mean, years ago now. And it was a great crowd, so thank you so much.
Chris, what is your first impression about Mexico City?
I love Mexico City. Unfortunately, every time I've been here, it's been for work, so I've been pulled up in a hotel. But it's a gorgeous, huge, and sprawling, and it's. I've been talking to all my friends about how I'm coming down here, and they're all extremely jealous. Creative and tremendous art scene and food scene. So I'm very excited to get a chance to come back here when I'm not trabajando.
Welcome.
You're always trabajando, we know that. But Chris, it was lovely to see you in a character like this. How did it put you to the test as an actor? How did it pull you out of your comfort zone?
You know, I gotta say, there's some jobs that are just pure joy from end to end. This is one of them. The real key for me on this job was to come to set and have fun and smile and make sure everybody was having a good time. So I guess if anything, I would say that there was no time to be an introvert. I'm kind of have an introverted heart, so I had to be the party planner and the guy keeping everything kind of light and fun.
On and off screen, because you're a producer of the film as well.
Absolutely, yeah. There are very few things that I care enough about that I want to have that kind of responsibility. And this was one of them, mostly because I just really believe in the spirit of it. It's got a gran corazón. It's got a big, real, meaningful spirit and heart to it. And I love it. And that's something I wanted to be a part of.
Chris, tell about the action scene.
Yeah, I run a lot in the action scene. My character doesn't do much fighting. I do a lot of what is it? Jugando el guitar and bailando.
Okay, Chris, welcome to Mexico. Un fuerte grito para Chris Pine, por favor.
You learned all the right words in Spanish. You learned all of them.
What is it? How do you say to play the guitar? Tocando el guitar?
Tocando la guitarra.
La guitarra.
I don't think that's a guitar.
Playing the guitar.
Okay, tocando la guitarra. Chris, thank you so much for stopping by. I think they're gonna take your picture right there. Chris, bye. En México.
Bien, los gritos, no nos están quedando nada mal, ustedes,
Oigan, y es momento de presentarles a la chica del grupo, que interpreta un personaje increíble.
Qué lindo personaje.
Y se llama Sophia Lillis.
Sophia. ¿Por dónde va a salir Sophia? Grito por favor para Sophia cuando la vean. Welcome to Mexico, Sophia. How are you feeling?
People love you here, just so you know. We've been kind of doing our job, and every time we say Sophia Lillis, we get. Cuando decimos Sophia Lillis, obtenemos un grito, ¿no? Sophia, what makes you the most excited about being here tonight and what you've done with this amazing film?
I
mean, I had so much fun making this, and I'm so happy I get the chance to show other people, and I've never been to Mexico City before, so I'm happy to be here, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Sophia, first time in Mexico, you eat tacos? You eat tacos? ¿Ya comió tacos? Sí, muy bien.
Okay.
Para saber que está en México hay que comer tacos. Muy bien.
Have you gotten any chance to try any Mexican food?
Yeah, a little bit. Sadly, I've only been here for such a short amount of time, but hopefully if I get back, I'll be able to see more of Mexico City, and so
This crowd is the most Mexican you're gonna get.
Sophia, what is the process to play this character in this movie?
process. Well, I did a lot of research in Dungeons and Dragons. I've played a bit before, so it's fun to get back into it and learn more about it. And she turns into animals. I watched a lot of animal documentaries and did some movement classes. And
game. You played it before. What kind of a player you are? Because I feel like that brings out the best and the worst in people when you're playing a game like a board game.
The most fun thing about Dungeons and Dragons is that you get to play with your friends, and the most fun that I have is actually getting to watch my friends make up random things and their own creative ways of solving problems, and I'm just glad to be there. So yeah, no, I'm more of a watcher than a player. I try to go by the book, but I just like to have fun.
What is the funnest part to be part of this film?
The funnest part was probably the stunt work. I don't do a lot of stuff. I'm not the most athletic person, but it was fun.
You look like you are.
Thank you. That was that's what I was trying to at least seem to look like. That was acting. I was actually having a very good life, but no, it was a lot of fun to do, and I love stunts. I try to make my character do stunts and everybody else that I do. Sometimes this one I got to really, do a lot of those fancy roles and stuff. Maybe not as much as Michelle, but more than I'm used to.
And I have to ask you about Justice, because it looks to me like you actually bonded and you created a nice friendship. Tell us about working with him, and how did that also help you create this amazing character?
Yeah, no, he's such a sweet guy. I'm really sad that he wasn't able to come here today, but no, we ended up working here really well, and he's so good as Simon, and he really committed. I mean, that accent of his, he actually worked on that the entire time that we were shooting. I haven't heard him speak his regular voice until after we ended the shooting of the film, and then he saw back to his American accent.
What? You're American?
I know. I forgot for a second, but no, he's a really committed and really amazing actor, and I'm glad to have him side by side with him.
Sophia, welcome to Mexico. Then go to the front to the pictures and video, y un fuerte grito para Sophia Lillis, por favor.
Es lo máximo esta mujer.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's so lovely to have you here. What goes through your head when you're about to release a film that you worked on a while ago? Does it make you nervous at all to show it to an audience?
Very nervous, yeah. But the good news is with this one, we've shown it to quite a lot of people already, and they seem to love it, and it has great reviews, so we have hope.
It is a great film.
I think the chemistry of all the cast are amazing. Tell me about all the actors and actresses participating in this film.
Well, I agree with you. It's rare to get that, but I think the directors were very clever with their casting. But they also wrote very charming, likable roles. People with flaws, not big action heroes, but people with sad marriages who aren't very good at being a magician or whatever it is. And I think all of this is testament to good writing.
That makes sense. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be with you again, so I'm going to tell you this. You have such a rare quality of being so charismatic, whether you're playing a villain or a hero. Is there a way to work on that? When you portray someone like Forge on screen, that it's not going to do the things, but he's going to be likable anyway.
Well, I think you have to enjoy your character. Like him maybe, but definitely you've got to enjoy being that person. Otherwise, it's no fun. No one enjoys the character.
Working with John and Jonathan, the directors of this film.
They're great. I wish you could have them both, but one of them's ill. But they're just really funny and really clever. And incredibly hard work. This film, I think they've been working on this film for 5 years. So, credit to them.
And Hugh, we just discovered today that you actually have played Dungeons and Dragons now. You have played Dungeons and Dragons now. I'm curious, what kind of a character were you when you were playing the game?
No, that was wrong. I've never played the game.
No, what?
I represent in this film all the people who've never played the game. And I wanted to be in this just because it was a great story with great jokes and great characters. And I believe that there will be a huge audience of people who know nothing about the game who will really enjoy it just as it is.
I am one of those.
Would you like to do this movie, to play this character in this film?
What was it like? It was fun. I mean, he's I can't quite tell you why being duplicitous, evil, deceitful, charming is fun, but it is maybe because I'm like that in real life, or maybe because I know so many people like that. I had a lot of models for this role. Some of them people I know, some of them famous politicians.
I love that you're just saying that's good. Maybe it's because it's cathartic.
Yeah, and maybe it is cathartic to get the real me out there. But I have a theory that audiences respond to evil characters more easily than to good characters because they kind of smell the truth. Because the truth is we are all really evil. And being nice is a sort of thin veneer on top of our true nature.
We all have a bad side, that's true.
Certainly you do.
Of course, look at me. You can tell I do. Okay.
Comedy, drama, or action and adventure movies? What do you prefer?
I'm probably most...
One question. One question.
You promised me. You.